Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? And floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be an ocean that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So how did you first hear about Helping Hands for cruising?
I kind of didn't hear about it. It kind of fell in my lap through Roxy. Roxy and I had been talking over the years, and I didn't know that she had nominated me. So she had won the cruise,
Mm-hmm.
and she was chosen, and she went. And then when she was asked if she knew of anybody who was in a particular way, and she thought of me, and so she brought me up. And then I was contacted by Michael Ann, and yeah, it just went from there. And so Roxy texted me on Messenger and said, "Hey, are you free to talk?" I said, "Yeah, I'm free to talk." She says, "I didn't tell you this, but you've been picked for a cruise, and I didn't tell you." And I go, "What? What are you?" So she says, "I only have a couple of minutes. They want to talk to you." And there was an appointment that she'd made with Mike Land that I would. So it all came within 15 or 20 minutes. And so they talked to me and they told me all about it. I had no idea. I literally had no idea. So here I was, just stomping through life, and next thing you know, this thing, kind of falls in my lap. I go, God, this is awesome. Like this is wonderful, because I've always thought about, kind of get what it would be like out on the sea, to visit the ocean. I've not been, even though I live in Orange County, but I haven't been, I've been to the beach a few times, but I've not been out on the water. I've not been out on the ocean. I've never been on a cruise. I've not been on a sailboat. I've not been on a catamaran. We did take a little boat ride for the harbor once, the Long Beach harbor, but it was inside the wall. It wasn't outside. It was just, here's all the harbor, and here's the marina, and here's the places that are along the water. And it was, I don't know, a 30 or 40-minute thing. And that was just, I really haven't been out. So when you think about...
Well, g'day folks, welcome to another edition of Chatting with Shaun. How you going? Welcome aboard. Nice to see you there, Denise. How you going? Denise, sometimes wishes come true. So I want to find out how you doing, young lady. How's things? Are you on the up and up? And how are you going health-wise? All right, so let me just first of all talk about young Mr. Dan, who came on board with us on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. It was awesome to have him on board there. And as you can see, he's got to be one of the humblest men around. Second only to me, of course. I'm so vain. I probably think the song is about me. There we go. Denise is at work. She's good. Liver is fine. Woohoo! That's the best news I've had all afternoon. All right. So, trucking along, moving along. In case you haven't heard, there's a cruise coming up. Well, there's a couple of cruises coming up. One of them is going to be the Heroes Cruise, and there's a bit of info about that Heroes Cruise coming up fairly shortly. Some good news, some interesting news, okay, we got to wait. But it's great news nevertheless. The board meeting happened this weekend. We did not have a full complement of board members, but we had enough to make some decisions, and there were some good decisions made. And I will talk about them as we go through the day, or as we go through the session, I should say. So let me start off by saying, first of all, that was Dan that we had up there in the interview. Dan had a great time on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. It did change a few things in his life, so much so that Dan is actually assisting us in the background. He is actually working along with Michael Ann to give us assistance with the recipients so that we get all the good points, all the good ideas going on. So yeah, that's an exciting avenue, real exciting stuff. All right, let's look at things in perspective next. So we do have, well, the Down Under Cruises are putting on a cruise at the end of this year. So if you're in it, great. If you're not, your loss. But we do have a cruise happening in, well, let me put up the slide for it. That way you get to see exactly what it is. It is, here we go, the bucket list cruise that both Jen Cohen and Shannon are going on board. And the good news is, Shannon Marsden that is, and the good news is they're doing an Alaska, it's a bucket list cruise. And so what they're trying to do is get as many people on board with them. It's in February, I believe. And they want to get as many people on board the cruise along with them. So all you need to do is actually get yourself involved. Get in touch with either Jen Cohen or Shannon, and they've actually got their TA at the bottom as well. Get as many people as you like on board their cruise, because the benefit to that is that the more people they get on board, the more they're having the opportunity of putting a recipient on board the Heroes Cruise. So that's going to be an exciting thing. And if we can get that happening, woohoo, that means that we get 11 recipients on board the Heroes Cruise. So we'll talk about the Heroes Cruise shortly. But it's going to be really, really exciting. All right. Now, next thing. When we look at what's going on, the board did do some checking of some videos. Denise, that's awesome. If you're in and out, that's cool. But I know you're at work. If you can be in and put in your 2 cents worth, yay. If not, I understand. But while I've got you here, bit of news for you. I don't know if you know already, but the board actually did do some decision making on the weekend, and there were a couple of people that were put up as recipients for the Heroes Cruise, and one of them is a lady by the name of Linda Tolman, so she's been awarded the second recipient on board the Heroes Cruise. That'll make her recipient number 9 in our total. And what's more, for those that are interested, on Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, for those across the pond, at 10 p.m. Eastern, I'll be interviewing said young Miss Linda. So yeah, I thought you would come out with that one. So thank you very much for your nomination there, Denise. And yes, she did get it. So you definitely have to be on the Heroes Cruise, whether you like it or not. So I will be interviewing Linda on the weekend, and along with Ilana, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Just wait until you see what's going to be happening, what's going to be transpiring. It's going to be an absolute blast. So yes, Linda has made it to the Heroes Cruise, and with as much vigor is a lady by the name of Marilyn Milligan, which you might know as Nurse Indy. She's also made it to, and for those that don't know Nurse Indy, she's the Gold Star family member. So at the end of the day, we've got 2 fantastic people coming on board the cruise. We've actually got a third one. I can't tell you who the third one is at this particular point in time because she does not even know. And I've been sworn to secrecy. Michael Ann has said that if I open my mouth right now, she personally will put her fist down my throat, grab my whatchamacallits and pull them out by my mouth. So I respect Michael Ann's ability to create serious damage to me, so I'm going to shut up until she says to me, yes, it's done. But yes, truth be known, 3 people were nominated. We've got 3 yeses so far. The cruise currently has 3 recipients and 1 more in the viewing. So we're ascertaining the 4th person right now. We've got the video up. We just need to ask some questions and get some information and do our background checking, our vetting, and that person will actually get their benefits, which is absolutely amazing. So that's one of the things that we're looking at. The other thing is, as far as the Heroes Cruise is concerned, everybody's going, when's this cruise? Well, Bruce has said to me that any day now we're expecting NCL to drop the itineraries. We are looking for a September timeframe. We're hoping that we can go out of Port Canaveral, and not only that, but we're looking at when the itineraries drop, we will decide which ship and which itinerary. So we don't know the ship, we don't know the itinerary just yet. However, the itinerary we're looking at is like the St. Thomas, like Tortola, that sort of area there. So it's going to be, you know, as in the Virgins, we're looking at the Virgins, as in the islands, that is. So yeah, we're certainly looking forward to having a good itinerary going out there and coming back. And obviously we will, once we know exactly the itinerary and we've picked the ship, we will then come out with the figures so that you guys can actually enjoy. So yes, we certainly have a lot of exciting things. One of the other things that we're looking at right now is who can we get to help us in terms of volunteers in a number of ways. We're looking at volunteers to act as people who are assisting on the cruises with the recipients, number one. And most of the recipients that we have coming on board really don't need a lot of assistance per se. What they need is someone to fuss over them every now and then. Are you okay? Is everything all right? Can I help you with something? And basically assisting, giving a good time. The other thing is we need people who are going to assist in some of the committees. So a lot of the things that we don't have right now are some of the activities that we're going to be achieving on the cruise. There are a couple of activities that we're looking at doing in a big way that we've already got set in motion. One of them, for example, is We're trying to set up a room as well that'll be used as a sanctuary. So anybody who needs a bit of quiet time can go into there, find somebody to have a chat with if they want, or just sit there and read a book, or just sit there and pray, or do whatever they want to do. But it's going to be an opportunity for them to have a quiet time. We're also going to be negotiating with NCL to take over the heroes or the veterans ceremony that they have on board the cruise ship. And what we're trying to do is make something special for the recipients as well. So it will be big. We are doing what we call a charter. And by doing a charter, we get to have a bit more say in what we can do and where we can go. So it'll be absolutely amazing. We'll have an absolutely great deal of fun. And there will be a whole lot of other activities going on board as well. In fact, if we can do over 200 cabins for the cruise, you know what, folks? We certainly will be doing revelry at 4:30 a.m. No, we won't. Because I know the minute we do that, I'll have Ilana and I'll have Chris and I'll have Jimmy and I'll have a couple of other people who will personally take me and throw me overboard. So I don't want that. Anyway, time for my last drink of the night, which is a caffeine hit. And it is just straight caffeine, let me say. G'day, Jimmy. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. I need to have a chat with you a little later on about what's happening tomorrow. So we'll see whether it's you or me. And hopefully you've got some quiet time right now with the with all your fires settled and your 4th of July stuff going on. What? Good afternoon. Good evening. That's what you're trying to say. G'day. Just how about g'day? That works. G'day works well. All right. So, like I've said, we've released. We've now got 3 recipients. Jimbo. Nice one, Denise. So Denise knows who one of the recipients is, and Jimmy, you do too. So that's exciting. So yes, Linda is one of our recipients. Actually, she put me on the spot on the weekend. On Sunday, I was doing a live stream with Jeremy from Cruising's Fun Anytime, and Linda comes on in the background there with a question. When will the recipients know? We already knew. I couldn't say anything until we'd actually finalised everything. Everything was finalised, and Michael Hand did inform Linda, so she'd done her job. And then I went and congratulated her, and she goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry I put you on the spot." But it was actually quite funny because the way it all happened, it was it was cool. Anyway, it was a good video. If you go back to having a look at the Creator Cabin on Jeremy Boucher's channel, you will see it. It was great. It was a great video. I'm trying to figure out a way to actually get it down so that we can play bits of it, do shorts on it and all sorts of stuff. So anyway, it was awesome. But yes, that was the board meeting. The board meeting was interesting. We settled a number of things like the website are being updated as we speak. There'll be a new page in the website for the Australian side of things. For those that are interested, the pronounced Boucher. Oh, excuse me. That's like an old English TV show where there's this lady, Mrs. Bucket, and she prefers to call herself Mrs. Bouquet. Yeah, okay. Don't want to stomp on any toes, so Jeremy, I apologise if you're listening in the background. Okay, so yes, so the recipients, we've currently got 3 recipients. Mrs. Bouquet. Yes, that's right, Denise. We currently have 3 recipients for the heroes. We have a 4th one in planning right now, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. 2 of them I have announced. The 3rd one I can't announce because they don't know yet. As soon as they know, we'll be announcing, and then we'll be doing some interviews with those people. So that'll be awesome. And part of Linda's interview will be done by us on Friday night. So that's going to be awesome. Okay, other things that we're looking at, we still don't know the ship, as I say, but the activities are starting to build up. The events department are starting to put together a couple of ideas that we can use on the cruise. We're looking at various things that we can create as memorabilia. And if you are military folks, military or first responder, as in Jimmy, like a firefighter or a cop or a paramedic, folks, you do not want to miss that cruise because we will be making such a fuss. It's amazing. And when you talk to people like Linda, they'll turn around and go, or Jimmy, they'll say, we're not a hero. And I'll say to you, mate, you step up to the plate. You go where we won't. The average person runs from, you run to. And as a result, you are a hero to us. And so we thank you very much for taking care of our people, taking care of us. That's right, Denise, keeping up the appearances. That's it. That's what it's called. And yeah, I love that show too. Mrs. Bouquet. Yeah, that's correct. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to show you the video of the Heroes Cruise. And once we've done that, we'll have a bit more of a discussion about it because I really want you guys to understand what it is we're looking at. And it is going to be an amazing cruise. Wait a minute. I think that's the wrong one. Let me just do this for a minute. Yeah, let me do this. It is not the one I want. Replace the video. I just got to find the right video that I want to put up there in its place because, there we go, that's the one. Because the video itself is awesome. The other one is special. This one is awesome. All right, let me go back here and let's do this, folks. Have a look-see.
Yeah, this one's for the ones who run through the fire and the ones who stand between us and the fight. You taste the red lights down a 2-lane road, boots hitting pavement where the brave ones go. Through smoke and sirens, you never back down, pulling folks from the wreckage, turning lives around. Overseas, you march with brothers by your side, stars and stripes waving on the other side. You leave your family, kiss them goodbye slow, carry the weight so the rest of us can go. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you for the courage we've all seen. From hometown streets to distant shores, you give your all and then give more. We're standing tall cause you stood first, grateful hearts beating strong and true, helping hands for cruising senses tune along. I say thank you, y'all, where you belong. When the call comes at 3 a.m., you're already gone, running into danger while we're singing this song. You wear the uniform, the badge, the scars, defending freedom near and far. Your kids wait up, your sweetheart prays for the day you walk back through the door someday. But you keep on giving day after day, living the promise in your own quiet way. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you for the courage we've all seen. From town streets to distant shores. You give your all and then give more. We're standing tall cause you stood first. Grateful hearts beating strong and true. Helping hands for cruising sends us tune along to say thank you, y'all, where you belong. So where the waves are gentle on that open sea, may peace find you like it found me. You've earned the sunset, the salt air breeze, a little healing for the soul, if you please. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you forever from sea to shining sea, from battlefields to burning skies so wide. You've held the line, you saved our pride. We're grateful every single day we breathe for the lives you guard, the hope you leave. Helping hands for cruising, send us on your way. Thank you, hero, keep lighting the way. Thank you, carry on, yeah. Carry on, yeah. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
Yes, carry on. Thank you very much for your service, and carry on. Who just popped in? Jonesy, welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. Nice to see you. Denise is saying good day to Jonesy. So for Jonesy's benefit, we're still waiting on the ACNC to come back with numbers. Last time I checked, we still had not been assigned somebody to actually deal with our circumstance, so with our application. So we're busy waiting, we're hurry upping and waiting. So I think they're going to stretch us down to the wire with that. Hi from Outback Tassie, we had you, but we had you at hello. Okay, so the Australian side, we're still looking for people who want to join us on the board. On the Australian side, we need, besides Yolanda and I, we need a bucket load of people who can help us. We need somebody to run the show. We need somebody to cook our books. We need somebody to help with creating events. We need someone to help us with fundraising. We need somebody to help us with, there's a whole host of things. And just like we do in the U.S., we have people who have joined us on the board, and those people run those shows. We also need subcommittees. One of the things that we will need down under is a TA that'll help us out, because we already have that taken care of in the US. At the moment, Ocean to Ocean Travel is our TA in the US, and anybody booking any cruises outside of the Helping Hands for Cruising set mentions the word that they got his info from us, we get a finder's fee, which goes straight into the HH4C kitty, because the more money we have, the more recipients we can put on board a cruise ship. We want to start as quickly as possible down under getting people on board cruise ships. Takes money, we need it. This does not happen in a vacuum. It happens with a lot of people's help, and board members is one of them. But then again, we don't want the same 4 people doing all the work. We want other people to assist us by going into committees, and more importantly, organisations that'll be able to help us out one way or another at any stage. For example, can we get a hotel? Can we get somebody who'll print off T-shirts for us? Can we get somebody who will donate just dollars? Can we have somebody who would be willing to donate, I don't know, a whole heap of stuff for a whole heap of merch? That, by the way, if they're donating, their details are put all over our material as well. So it goes both ways. Currently, we've got a couple of current donors in the on the website. Those that have donated in the past and are continuing to donate. So that's really important. The more we have, the merrier. And as a result, we want as much help from that point of view as we can get. All right. What we do need first up is to give you an idea in the US. For us to get those 10 recipients on board those cruise ships, we need somewhere in the vicinity of between $50,000 to $100,000. Now you're going to say to me, oh my God, why? And I'll tell you very simply. Each one of those cabins costs money. And if I'm going to use some basic figures, let's say $2.5 grand, we've got to fly them to the port or organise transport for them to the port. We've got to give them a hotel room the night before, because I don't want anybody to fly on the day of the cruise. You do that, that's suicide. Reason being, you have to meet the ship somewhere else. That costs more money. So we want them in the port the day before. That means they need accommodation for the night before the cruise. They'll then get transported to the cruise. Once they're at the cruise, everything on board the cruise is taken care of, and they get $150 onboard credit to spend as they wish. And then we also get them home again. So the ship does the cruise, we finish the cruise, we then have to get them back to whether it's the airport or whatever, and get them home again. And that gives them a vacation of a lifetime. Now, when we book the cabin is not booked for the recipient on their own. It is the recipient, and if they have a caregiver or if they have a spouse, we have to make the benefit to them as well. So it is always a cruise for two, if need be. Now, in the case of Kenny came on his own. He didn't have anybody to take care of him, so we had to do things a little bit differently. Whereas Gabby went on board the cruise ship. She was on the ABC's cruise, and there were those that went on that cruise with her. They also had a blast. Gabby had the bestest time, but she was there with her mum and dad, and that made a huge difference because they could take care of all her needs. And she did have a couple, so that's the exciting part. With regard to Dan was on his own and had a blast because he had some time to spend with my son and a few other people that were on board. He had an absolute blast. It was really great. So the more the merrier, the more people we get on board to give us a hand, the better it is. And all those things cost money, so we need funds. You probably hear me say this over and over and over again. For those in the US, over my shoulder here where the pen is, you'll see there is a USD factor over there. The USD factor there is, if you're going to make a donation, make it in USD. It goes through our Zephyr and that goes to the US bank account. Over here where it's got AUD, if you make a deposit, make a donation in AUD, Australian dollars, that'll go into the Australian PayPal account, and that will then be stored up so that when we get things coming on, we will certainly have a bucket load of things happening. Jonesy. Okay, my phone call just ended. I've been watching with audio very low. What have I missed? Jonesy, you've missed everything. Everything. You'll have to watch the replay, mate, just like I have to do with your shows. But having said that, as I said, we are looking for Australian board members to come and assist us one way or another. So, Jonesy, I'm certainly hoping that you'll step up to the plate and give me a hand. Currently, the board stands at 3 people, myself. No! Yes! Come and help me. Come and help me. You've got time. You've got so much time on your hands. you work like me, you're a busy man, you've got 55 channels. I know you are. I know you're just joking. But it would be really, really awesome. And as most people say, you've got an awesome voice for radio. It's not a joke. You do. You have an awesome voice for radio. So I'm just looking at opportunities here. So maybe you can tell me what you want to do, and we can do it. We've got access to. So currently the website is going to have some pages on it. So we'll use the same website, Helping Hands for Cruising, Helping Hands, the number 4, cruising.org. There'll be, it currently is a US site, but it'll be US with Aussie pages, and the Aussie pages will duplicate the US pages. So there we go. We do not want to go down the cost of having two two domains set up. We'll use one domain but have some pages in it. Don't care if that domain gets really big, because we can always fix it. We can always modify it. But at the end of the day, we're trying to set it up that we have one website, and that website has access to the different country pages. So right now we'll have a page for US and a page for Australia. We'll also have a page for Canada when that comes on board, the UK hopefully, maybe New Zealand as well. We'll see how this goes. But at the end of the day, we want to put 100,000 people on board cruise ships. If I can get 100,000 people on board cruise ships, can you understand how big this thing needs to be? Unbelievable. Huge. Anyway, I hope that phone call was really important, Jonesy, because it means 100 push-ups if it wasn't. We call 100 push-ups CPR. And you need the mannequin. Yes, hang on, let me see. Yes, 10,000. No, Jonesy, we're looking at more like 100,000. 100,000 is an amazing amount. Yeah, that's right. It is 100. Yes, 100,000. That's more of an amazing amount, and that's going to be absolutely huge, because then the goal is to be totally worldwide. It was your youngest daughter. Okay, so that's really important. I'll let you off this once. Just this once. I'm joking. All right. And by the way, did you tell your daughter to actually check us out on helpinghandsforcruising.org or the channel, Helping Hands for Cruising? Is she watching us as well? Would be good if she did. We need the numbers to grow. Wait a minute, there's an increase. Awesome. Question, I was wondering if anybody had any questions of me, whether you wanted to have any questions answered that need to come from the president. So there we go. Oh, I'm glad you did say that, Jonesy. Good on you, mate. Good on you. It's nice to have people this side of the pond and people the other side of the pond all in chatting with each other and having good discussion. So that's awesome. So cruise is underway. We're planning big time for the Heroes cruise. In the near future, we will also, once we get our ACNC number as well, we will be planning for the for a Heroes cruise down under. So we're looking at getting as many of the of our own. We are looking forward to getting more of our local vets and first responders on board. So that's going to be amazing. The reason why I had a bit of a take back was Jonesy was saying we need 30 more subs to make 500 U.C.s. And yes, that's really exciting. And I can thank both Cheryl and Jeremy for that one, because when we were on their live, they actually pushed us quite solid for Helping Hands. Really what we want to see is Helping Hands for Cruising becoming self-sufficient in one way or another, because what that means is that for every dollar that we make on the channel, that goes back into putting people on board cruise ships. We don't have any employees. We currently work as all volunteers. So the more volunteers we get, the better. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles right now. So there we go. All right. What more can I say? We are certainly getting really excited. Bruce is saying to us that any day now we should have the itinerary. Once we've got that itinerary in place, you guys will be the second to know, because I'll be the first to know exactly what we're doing and when we're doing it. And then once that happens, I will let you folk know, and we will certainly get out there and get the word sold out. And we know that for starters, we've got, within the first week, we will probably have 20 cabins all set up. Radio Tal, just checking in to see if you're connected. Thank you. Yes, you are. Welcome aboard. And you wasn't. Well, now you are, I hope. And welcome aboard. Nice to have you on the channel. Is that Tal or Ty? Let me just have a... Yeah, it's Tal. Yep. Radio Tal. Welcome aboard. Okay, so... yes, so we do have the desire. Please, if you know of anybody out there, go ahead, let them know about the channel, let them subscribe, also share it out to all your mates. Also, we've got a number of playlists going at the moment, so certainly pick a playlist and play it. One of the playlists that we've created on the Helping Hands for Cruising website is Who Are Our Heroes. We've currently got 5 videos in that particular playlist. Play them one after the other. You will certainly get some great information. Who have we interviewed so far? We've interviewed Jimmy from the Astute Tourist. We've interviewed, because Jimmy is a firefighter and he'll be joining us on the cruise. We've interviewed Chris Svitek, who's is an ex-MP and is still working within the military right now. So he'll be on the cruise. Bruce is ex-Army. He'll be on the cruise. Darian from Magnificent Germany with Darian. He's ex-military. He's ex-Army. And he will be joining us on the cruise. We interviewed Marilyn Milligan, who is a Gold Star family member. Her husband was a member of the Air Force, and Gold Star, well, you need to watch that video to find out why. But she will be on the cruise. She'll be on the cruise as a recipient, which is great to see. Linda Tolman, we're interviewing on Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, which is midday for those of us down under. She's ex-Navy, and a recipient. So she'll be coming on board, joining us. So currently 5, and we'll have another one, 6. So 5, and then a couple more people to interview for that cruise. I believe Jeremy was actually ex-military as well. So he'll certainly be interviewed as one of our heroes, and we'll get that underway. I think he will enjoy that. And we'll certainly learn a bucket load. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, Denise, it will be awesome. And Denise, we need you on the cruise as well. In the Navy, yes, you can sell the 7 seas in the Navy. Well, that song, you know better than me, Jonesy, but that song certainly made it to the top. It was an advert for the Navy, and it became a popular song. there were a couple of other songs, like there was a song called Jeans On, and I forget who actually did that song. That song became a hit. It was just a jingle for jeans, for buying jeans, and it ended up being a hit song, so it had to be elongated. So Village People and a couple of other people who have all made jingles. Those jingles have become, some of those jingles have become hit songs out on the radio there. So anyway, I digress. Anyway, so yes, so there's that playlist, and then of course there's the all live stream playlist. If you feel so inclined, please jump onto that playlist and just put it on. Do what I do. I put my laptop on at home, I start playing it, and I go to work. Then I come back, it's still playing because it's gone through the playlist. So the more you go through the playlist, the better it is. All right, folks, we've done 45 minutes. I think I've done great. I've waffled on. We've had no questions in the background. Tasmania Sport, there are a couple more. Oh, good on you. There's a couple more to the count. Awesome. Nice to have you there, Tasmania Sports. Thank you so much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us out with this. Wow, Jonesy, says Denise. Yeah, I'm going to take us out again with the Heroes Cruise. That'll be our sign out for tonight. I want to thank you all for coming on board. Thank you for coming in. And for those of you that are across the pond, please go back and have a look. Denise says she thought she had multiple personalities. Yeah, but Denise, at least you've got a medical reason. I'm joking. Okay. So I'm going to end off with oh, good on you, Denise. You took it as one. Thank goodness for that. I'm going to end off with the Heroes Cruise video again. And thank you, Jonesy. I really appreciate that. Spreading the Tasmanian love. Awesome. So with that in mind, folks, I'm just going to bring up the Heroes Cruise again and let you watch it. And thank you all for your help. Tell you to carry on. Let's get this thing happening. And the more people we get on board, the better. And I'll catch up with you tomorrow night. I'll be talking with Jimmy on Cup of Joe Live. And then cannot wait until Friday for Linda. Time to have a chat with Linda and see where we're headed. Denise says she loves that song. It is a great song. It is freaking awesome. And a g'day from Denise. Well, take it easy, folks. We'll catch up with you later. Have a great day.
Yeah, this one's for the ones who run toward the fire and the ones who stand between us and the fight. You taste the red lights down a two-lane road, boots hitting pavement where the brave ones go. Through smoke and sirens, you never back down, pulling folks from the wreckage, turning lives around. Oh, I see you march with brothers by your side, stars and stripes waving on the other side. You leave your family, kiss them goodbye slow, carry the weight so the rest of us can go. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you for the courage we've all seen. From hometown streets to distant shores, you give your all and then give more. We're standing tall cause you stood first, grateful hearts beating strong and true, helping hands for cruising since it's too long. I say thank you, y'all, where you belong. When the call comes at 3 a.m., you're already gone, running into danger while we're singing this song. You wear the uniform, the badge, the scar, for the day you walk back through the door someday. But you keep on giving day after day, living the promise in your own quiet way. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you for the courage we've all seen. On hometown streets to distant shores, you give your all and then give more. We're standing tall cause you stood first. Grateful hearts beating strong and true, helping hands for cruising since it's too long to say thank you, y'all, where you belong. So where the waves are gentle on that open sea, may peace find you like it found me. You've earned the sunset, the salt air breeze, a little healing for the soul, if you please. From sea to shining sea, from battlefields to burning skies so wide. You've held the line, you saved our pride. We're grateful every single day we breathe for the lives you guard, the hope you leave, helping hands for cruising till it's on your way. Thank you, hero, keep lighting the way. Thank you, carry on, yeah. Carry on.
Dreams set sail today, rising up no delay. Hands reach out, we say, join us come what may. Waves of hope we ride, strength is found inside. Together side by side, we conquer every tide. Helping hands to cruising, every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing, nothing just
This is from Fantastic Cruiser Group, Carnival Pride. We had a blast, we enjoy ourselves.
Smiles light up the night, under stars so bright. Turning
I want to
wrongs to
thank him and
right,
Matt.
holding on so tight. Sail with me, we'll find joy
rest of the
in
group.
every kind.
That we all joined ourselves together, and they are great friends of ours now.
Moments we will
We got two
share.
brothers,
Love is in the air.
and
Who are they?
With compassion
Dewey
spare.
and Captain
Hand in
Billy.
hand we dare.
So you guys just had your first cruise. How did you guys enjoy it? And what do you think was your favorite thing that you did?
Favorite thing that we did?
Holding hands for cruising, every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing, nothing, just keep moving. Holding hands for cruising, every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing, nothing, just keep moving.
And do you guys have any recommendations for first-time cruisers?
Under stars so bright,
Believe everything you hear when they say you want to eat.
Definitely.
Food here.
Holding on so tight.
It's convenient, right at hand.
Sail with me, we'll find
The ice cream machine needs to
joy in every kind.
every time you walk through the door,
Leave
it's
the
right
past behind. In each
Great. Well,
way
thank you for letting me
find
interview you.